What's up skaters, Nick's Tricks, here with a quick little video talking about my current quad skating setup that I used for my street skating edit, Tricky. The boot itself is the Roces M12 boot. This did originally come from the Roces 1992 line. So this was a rec skate, and then Oak City Skate Shop converted it to UFS, which made it into a aggressive rollerblade. So when I was doing aggressive rollerblading, this was one of my early setups, was this boot with white sole plates and white frames and a different liner. This is the Grant Hazelton liner from Roces. This originally came with just a white stock liner. One of my favorite things about the M12 boot is it has this memory buckle, so you're not messing with the fit of your skate every time. This, you pick your setting and leave it there, and then put your foot in the skate and just kind of click this memory buckle together, and it locks your foot into the same tightness every single time. I think this boot makes an incredible quad skating boot between that ankle support and then actually being able to lace up the shell and feel that grip around the top of your feet. There is a raised heel on this boot as well. It's internal. It actually happens in the sole plate in here, but it has a similar raised heel to a standard quad skating boot. But one thing I like about this hard boot is it does end up with a flat bottom once you put the sole plate on, and then that means that when you're mounting the Sunlite plate, I think a lot of people complain that the Sunlite plate will crack for aggressive street skating and stuff, and I haven't had that issue at all. And I think it's mostly because it's fully flush on another hard surface. And then the plates are Sunlite plates. They're size 7. I wear a size 10 skate. The M12 boot is a 10. The size 7 Sunlite plate is kind of a perfect end-to-end fit on this boot. And then those are mounted with the proper hardware and go all the way through the hard boot into the bottom. And then my trucks are penny trucks. I actually had a penny board, the Rasta penny board, for years. I think I got it in college, and the yellow 3-inch penny trucks one set of them came off of that, and then I found the other set on eBay. I got lucky and found the second set on eBay. They're definitely really worn, so I'll probably start sourcing some new ones soon or switch to Huck. I'd love to try the new Brunny trucks, but for now I'm sticking with penny. I actually really love how flat the surface is for grinding, especially on rails. I think there's something really great about how flat they sit, and there's no kind of rolling point. Both the trucks and the block, as you can see, are touching when I grind, and I think that's a perfect design and my favorite thing about the Brunny block, and I can't recommend it enough. You see this perfect center channel groove that's in here that really locks me in when I do 50-50 stuff or sole stuff. I stay in this perfect channel because the block is touching, and then my trucks are touching as well. So can't recommend the Brunny block enough. It's the thing that's made the biggest difference in my quad skating progression. So I had the large Brunny blocks, and they came out with the XL, and I upgraded to the XL. It's a perfect fit on this size 7 Sunlite plate. The large was a little bit too small. The wheels are Estro Bull Bombers. I won these in a competition in Orlando that I did. I got 3rd place in advanced quad, and I won some Estro Bull Bombers amongst some other things, the bearings in them as well, which are the Moxie mixtape bearings. So solid wheels. I think they're, in my opinion, for what I like to do, a little big. I wish they were a little smaller, but I'll wear them down to a smaller millimeter. But perfect hardness at 101A. The toe stops, last but not least, I have always used the Kaya Cherry Bomb toe stops. These came off a different setup. I just think they're great, like the shape of them, like the way they wear in, and think they last a long time, and see no reason to switch to anything else. I'm a big advocate of the hard boot. I'm curious, let me know in the comments below if you guys think that skating with a hard boot is cheating. I've heard that opinion. I don't believe that to be the case. Definitely an outlier skating in a hard boot setup. What do you guys think of a hard boot setup? Do you think it's easier, it's cheating to have ankle support, or do you think it's all the same? For my co-host Dakota, I'm Nick's Tricks, and we'll see you in the next one.